I have a superpower. Let me show you. Sometimes my hair looks like this. Sometimes it looks like this. And sometimes it looks like this. My hair can transform and shapeshift into pretty darn curly. Let me show you how. Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, the title, the thumbnail, all the things are a tiny bit clickbaity. Why? Because you cannot create curls where they do not exist naturally. However, this video is for the people with a looser curl pattern looking to encourage shrinkage, definition, and a tighter curl pattern. Turns out that when you have wavy hair, you actually have a superpower, and that is versatility. Depending on how you style your hair can depend on how tight or loose your curls appear. The hydrogen bonds in wavy hair are a lot more susceptible to changes, whereas in tighter curl patterns, those hydrogen bonds have a whole lot more strength and are kind of set where they're gonna set. The shape of your curls is not as susceptible to change as it is in people with wavy hair. So if you have had a looser curl pattern and you just wanna see how tight you can get those curls, this video is for you. If you find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it. It's a free way to support this channel, and I deeply appreciate it. So if you're trying to make your hair curlier or see how tight you can get your curls, the first thing you need to do is pick the right shampoo. If you don't have the right foundation base for your wash day, it's going to set you up for a looser, frizzier sort of look. Not the best. Hello from the future and Editing Courtney here. I wanted to let you know that when I sat down to start editing this video and putting it together, that somehow the washing clips from this particular wash day have vanished. They've disappeared. I do not have them. So you may notice that some of these wash day clips that I am throwing in as examples, I'm wearing different shirts, there's different products in the background, and that is because you are super observant. They are from different wash days, because I'm having to piece this together because the actual wash day clip, it's vanished, it's gone, and I'm sad about it. So just know that all the products that I mentioned, the order, the technique I'm talking about is accurate for getting your tightest curls, but the wash clips are a little disjointed, disorganized because, well, they're pieced together from various videos. Hope it doesn't bug you too much, because it's bugging me. Now, where I went wrong for a long time picking my shampoo is I tried really hard to use shampoos that were incredibly moisturizing. And as it turns out, I have a finer, low porosity hair type that is easily weighed down. And if I am constantly reaching for a very moisturizing shampoo, I'm gonna start dealing with some buildup, my hair's gonna get weighed down, and my curls are gonna be stretched out. I'm not gonna get as much curl enhancement. A shampoo that I really love for a regular type wash day routine is this one. This AG hair care shampoo is perfect for a regular wash day routine for my hair because while it still is quite gentle, it's on the slightly more cleansing side than it is the more moisturizing side. It's got some really nice ingredients in it. It's got some protein. It really cleans thoroughly without being too much, without it being too stripping or too clarifying. That being said, on a bi-monthly basis, I find that I need to grab something a little bit stronger, something with a little bit more cleansing muscles. And that means that I'm grabbing a clarifying shampoo, something like this. And when I do that, I make sure to always deep condition afterwards. That was a mistake I made for a while. I would use really strong shampoos and not adequately condition my hair afterwards, and it would make my hair limp and more stretched out because it wasn't as well conditioned, which leads me into the second thing that you need to focus on if you want to make your curls as tight as possible, and that is to pick the right conditioner for your hair. I'm gonna be going in with the AG conditioner, the sister conditioner to the shampoo, because it gives me all the feels to use sister shampoos and conditioners. If they match, it makes me happy. Also, this one's really well formulated. It's lightweight, it has plenty of slip, adequately conditions my hair without over conditioning it. It's not going to make my hair too heavy while also giving my hair the moisture and conditioning that it needs. But if I did clarify my hair, if I used a stronger shampoo, I will use a slightly more conditioning product like a deep conditioner. I do have a full, not one, but 2 videos talking all about how to properly clarify and deep condition your hair. But really, this wash day today is just kind of a more basic, regular wash day routine. It's a little bit faster. Now, once you've got that conditioner in your hair, doing a really good squish to condition can help reset those hydrogen bonds in your hair. If you're like me and like pulling your hair up in a bun every single day by 5 p.m., that does kind of stretch and pull those hydrogen bonds out. It's not necessarily the worst thing in the world for your hair, but it does kind of elongate those curls a bit. So doing a really thorough squish to condition on wash day kind of gets the hydrogen bonds set and back in the hair. This also gives my hair more time to sit and marinate in the conditioner, which is always a good thing. Something that is very important is that you go ahead and rinse out your conditioner completely if the instructions on the conditioner specify specifically to rinse out. That is because the manufacturer of that conditioner has specifically formulated that conditioner with a slightly acidic pH. It's meant to really help seal and smooth that hair cuticle after cleansing. So if you are one of these curly girls who heard it's a good idea to leave conditioner in your hair and you've been leaving your rinse out conditioner in your hair, there is a slight chance that there is a little bit of damage to your hair because of the acidity of the conditioner you've been leaving on your hair. That being said, leave-in conditioner is an absolutely fantastic element to add to any wavy curly wash day. In fact, it can actually help your curls look curlier if your hair is requiring that level of conditioning. For a while now, I've been skipping leave-in conditioner altogether. I have finer hair, it's on the wavier side, and I've been getting some pretty incredible wash days not using any leave-in conditioner in my hair. But for about 4 to 5 years, I used leave-in conditioner every single wash day because it seemed to really help my hair be the best it could possibly be. So I'm not gonna tell you you have to use leave-in conditioner in order to get your best curls, because honestly, lately I've been finding I've been getting pretty great curls without leave-in conditioner. It can be helpful, but I don't know that it's 100% necessary. What I am going to do today is use a bond builder. I've been really enjoying this one by Living Proof. Why? Because you can apply it after you've conditioned your hair. Bond builders are excellent for incorporating into your routine because they help repair the bonds in your hair. There's not just hydrogen bonds in your hair. There's disulfide bonds, there's salt bonds in your hair, various different bonds in your hair, and due to a variety of damaging hair practices, you can damage those bonds in your hair. And incorporating a bond repair treatment can chemically repair the broken bonds in your hair and essentially repair damage. Damaged curls just simply don't curl as nice as healthy curls. And that's where bond repair treatments come in super handy. Protein treatments can also kind of come into this category, but they tend to be way less effective than a bond repair treatment. Bond builders can be kind of tricky. In order for you to get the maximum benefit out of your bond builder, sometimes you have to clarify your hair, apply the bond builder, let it sit for a few minutes, rinse it out, then shampoo your hair again and condition, and it can be kind of a big hassle. So what I'm gonna do is grab 2 pumps of this and use it kind of sorta as my leave-in conditioner. I don't find it to be very, very moisturizing or conditioning. Really, this is just a bond builder, a bond repair treatment. And I'm going to finger comb that through, and then I'm going to use the Bounce Curl Defining Brush to define my curl clumps and do my swing curl clump method, which leads me into the next step, the next tip to getting the most out of your curls. All of the other methods I have ever tried to style my hair wavy curly and make it curlier and tighter have not worked for me. And this is just my opinion. Please don't come for me, but in my experience, wavy hair tends to be the trickiest to style. There's very few things that work really well for wavy hair, and there's a wide range of variability and a giant window for error. It can be so easy to get a drastically different wash day result if your hair is on the looser side, which is why I love this method so much. It allows me to scrunch my hair all the way to my roots, which encourages curl from root to tip, and the swinging motion allows my curls to kind of fling together naturally in their natural curl families. If my curl clumps are too big, they weigh each other down. If they are too small, my hair looks really stringy and not cute, and the curls don't have enough structure to kind of support each other and enhance the curl. You have to get the right curl clump size. And the fastest way I know of to get my curl clumps the right size and get them organized is this swing curl clump method and the right amount of water in my hair. You could 100% try other styling techniques like finger coiling, finger rolling, brush styling, the flip section method. There are so many different ways to style your hair, and you're not gonna know what works for you and what doesn't unless you try it out. How do I know that this is the one method that I love? It's because I've tried all the others, and this is the one that gives me my preferred wash day result. Do I actually style my hair upside down every time I wash and style it? Why, yes I do. And that is because it gives me some semblance of root volume. I tend to be volume impaired, but if I style right side up, it's even worse. So styling upside down really helps elevate that root. Bonus, I can see all of my curl clumps in front of me, see if there's any wet frizz, if the curl clumps are too big or too small. I can really see how everything is coming together and how it's looking because it's hanging in my face. Now that we've talked about how to organize the curl clumps, let's talk about layering your stylers. This is another hack that always gives me tighter curls because for whatever reason, the magic of combining a certain combo of products gives me the benefit of each of the products without weighing my hair down. So I'm going to grab just a tiny bit of the Kinky Curly Curling Custard, and I really love this as a curl enhancer. In my mind, curl enhancers are slightly more moisturizing gels that also have some hold. Think souffle, think custard. Products that have that on the label are marketed for the purpose of curl enhancing in my brain. So now that I've glazed that over and scrunched it in, I want to add a little bit more hold. So I'm grabbing the Briogeo gel. This has become my all-time favorite hair gel of all time in all universes. It has so much hold. There's a lot of protein in it. Makes my hair super shiny without giving it a weird gritty feeling. Most super hard hold gels make my hair feel super gritty. This one does not. I'm going to glaze that over and scrunch it in right after the curl enhancer. Now we're going to talk more about plopping here in a second, but after I take off my plop, I'm going to layer one more styler on top of this wash day, and that is the Marc Anthony Strictly Curls Curl Enhancing Styling Foam. This is my favorite foam of all time. And if I am going for absolute max volume, max definition, max shrinkage, adding a foam or a mousse to my hair after I've plopped it gives an added layer of hold and definition and shrinkage that isn't there otherwise. Now let's return to plopping. Plopping is a method of beginning the drying process to your hair. It's how we start removing water from our hair. And it's best if you use something like a microfiber towel, like the Perfect Hair Care Towel, which is what I'm using here, or a t-shirt to do this step. Now, since it took me a minute to get everything set up while I'm filming, my hair stretched out a little bit, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a scrunch before I plop it in the middle of the towel. I'm going to gently wrap my hair up in this thing, kind of get it secured, and I'll leave my hair in the plop for roughly 10 minutes. Then I take my plop off and apply the foam like we talked about earlier. If you want the tightest curls, diffusing is what you have to do. If you try and air dry, the weight of the water is going to pull and elongate your curls and give you a more elongated look rather than a tighter, more curl enhanced look. And my favorite method of diffusing lately that has given me the max shrinkage is called hammock diffusing. And what that is you get your microfiber towel or cotton t-shirt and lift your curls up and kind of just sit in front of your diffuser. And I like to kind of sit in this hammock diffusing position until the cast begins to set. Then I slowly flip right side up and finish hover diffusing the rest of my hair. This really locks in the curl by you holding up your hair, alleviating the weight of the water, and getting a really even circulation of air around your curls. If you try and pixie diffuse, that air gets really kind of trapped and bound up in the curls and kind of makes the ends of your hair dry faster, frizz, while the roots and midsections are still completely damp. Hover diffusing dries your curls super evenly in my experience. Once I'm done diffusing, I like to add a very thin layer of curly hair friendly hairspray to my hair. After adding the hairspray to my hair, the next tip is to leave your hair in the cast for as long as possible. In fact, when your hair is 100% dry and in the cast, you can actually put your hair up in a super loose, gentle pineapple situation, ponytail, bun on top of your head, and go to sleep at night. There are a lot of people who really enjoy sleeping in the cast because it does leave the curls in that crunchy cast for a solid 8 hours. If you're getting 8 hours when you sleep at night, that is, but you get the idea. It's leaving that cast in a really long time. I don't normally do that, but I do try and leave the cast in my hair for as long as possible before I scrunch it out and fluff it. And the last tip for making your curls curlier that I have come across is to get regular trims. The reason for that is that having the right shape in your haircut is going to give more body and bounce to your curls. If you don't have the right cut for your hair, you're not gonna have the tightest curls no matter what you do on wash day. Why is that? I had a friend tell me this theory before and I think it's pretty good, so I'm gonna share it with you. How curly your curls turn out on a wash day is determined by 3 factors. The first thing is which products you choose. That is 1/3 of how your hair turns out on a wash day. The second third is your application technique. If you're not using the right application technique for your hair, that's gonna give you a bit of a problem. And the last third is your hair cut. You can have the best products on the planet, have the best application technique known to man, but if your haircut isn't right for you, you're going to have an elongated curl no matter what you do. So making sure that you have regular trims and the right cut for your hair will set you up for the best, curliest hair day you can possibly have. If you're interested in my current curly haircut, check out my video with Daisy. She's the Curly Days, and it is really cool. And that is it. Those are my top 10 tips for getting your curls curlier, getting the tightest curls you have ever had. What tips did I leave out? What things have you found that work best for you? Leave them in a comment down below. Let's help each other out because there are definitely more than just these 10 things that I talked about. So let's turn this into an awesome catalog of helpful tips for getting your tightest curls ever. As always, I sure hope you are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!